because there's a kind of bit of a lack on supports right now. But then again, if you look at it, LY4 and Sync probably got their heroes locked now, so they could just play with a certain set of heroes that Jason, Sana, and KPZ needs.
Yeah.
And that's a Louis.
Yeah, that's an interesting priority coming out from RSG. It looks like they want to get their support down as soon as possible. Louis, some great wave clearing, and I think this is a good idea, mainly because both Harith and Louis, great wave clearers.
Yeah.
Especially at level 1 to level 4, they have no issues whatsoever. But if we're looking at unique DeVu's composition right now, they don't necessarily have that kind of push.
Yeah, and looking at the bans right now on how like RSG drafted this for their first 3 picks, they looked at the biggest hero pool right now. The biggest hero pool right now is probably the tanks. And you know what? They stole that Louis support, which is they're good at that. They're good with that. They got one of the best supports right now, or mid laners right now in the meta. And you have your off lane, go XP lane. So they're just getting those heroes that they need to secure, just because a lot of heroes here are getting banned by unique DeVu just because they don't like them.
Yeah, I mean, it is very responsive, I will admit. Now, Unique, they're getting rid of the Ling here. Kind of rather interesting, but, you know, at least they're minimizing the possible risks, possible risk of RSG opting to say, hey, you know what, our flex pick of Benedetta, she's going to, we can force her into the offlane and we can take an assassin for ourselves. So this kind of narrows it down, making Benedetta, all right, you're either one or the other, okay? You can't flex both of them.
Yeah, and this could still be a Harith gold lane. I'm not taking it out of the equation. This could be, you know, a setup for probably a Lance. Who knows?
I mean, setup for a Lance. That
could be.
is possible.
It could be, because an XP lane Benedetta isn't that bad.
Yeah, I would say XP lane Benedetta isn't too bad, and I think they're just watching out for the matchups here. Well, Unique, they get rid of the Kai, while RSG is going to be taking out the Cho in the process. Red side is going to have priority pick for the second pick, and it's going to be Sylvana here. A lot of magic damage coming out of RSG.
Okay, so they got their tank, and against 1-1, it's not really, you know, the best, because 1-1 can cleanse his, you know, Imperial Justice innately.
Yeah. I mean, the Purify is just a really powerful battle spell to get out of these like hard-hitting CCs. So let's just have a look. Let's see what Unique is going to be opting to go for here, because they've got some really hard lockdown, like single target lockdown with the Divine Justice and the Unstoppable Force coming in from both Lil and Sawa on Jawhead and Kaja respectively.
And right now, it's Unique DeVu's time to go for their 2 picks, and they really like the Thams, they really like the Roger, and they want...
Ooh! Ooh, all right.
Okay, so right now, RSG showing us new stuff. It's a Hanzo, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, you don't get to see Hanzo that often, but this will be fun. This will be really, really fun. I would expect Hanzo to be going into the jungle, which means LY4 on Harith as well as Sync will be going in towards the side lanes here. Mina and Kizipi and as well as Sana will be taking care of the mid lane.
Yeah, I mean, right now, this is going to be a Harith side lane, and these are your players for match number 4. This is game number 1. Remember, guys, every game in the group stage, aside from the tiebreakers, are best of 3. So, Unique DeVu versus RSG, and we will head on to the player camps, not the Land of Dawn.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be loading in real quick here. So let's just see how this game is going to be turning out. Whoa, some really exciting stuff. Hanzo of all picks. Let's see how fast he's going to be able to hit that level 4. He should be able to devour a lot of those jungle creeps before his opponents. And arguably, they might even decide to go for an invade to steal your opponent's buffs real quick.
You know what? Jawhead and Kaja has these gap closers to get close to a normal hero. But if you're Hanzo,
it doesn't matter, right?
It doesn't matter, because they have to go the extra mile.
That's so true. Oh,
so
boy.
how does this work? I mean, for Jason right now, he is in the mid lane, and this is what we're talking about earlier, the versatility, the flexibility of these players to just, you know, move in and move out of roles. And how do you go and annoy a Hanzo when you come there
and it's
and
gone.
the monster is gone?
Absolutely, he just devours it instantaneously. He's gonna get the XP a little bit later. He's hitting level 2, and he sees this go down and realizes, oh shucks, I guess I gotta get out of here. It already blows his flicker super early on.
And looking at it, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very smart play coming out from RSG. Intelligent play, to be exact. Now, onto the top lane, we do have but onto the bottom lane, there is a fight happening. Sync and Defender going at it, and look at this. Execute will be used, and that is going to be first blood going to Sync.
Sync played that perfectly. Like, he was waiting for that revenge to actually end up before going back into the fight. And unfortunately for Defender, he should have kept pushing. He should have kept pushing his luck there, because again, he did have that multi-size. If he could proc that passive maybe one more time, there is an opportunity to go back in. However, just having Execute as a battle spell, real nasty. Jason already level 4, trying to punish Lil as hard as he can, goes back, especially when he's in that when he's in that spirit form. It is a problem. It is a big problem.
And right now, you don't have the capability to contest this just because they're faster than you. They're Hanzo is not the same as your typical jungler.
He really isn't. He really isn't, which makes a lot of things tough. Now, Turtle is back up, and this is going to pose quite a number of questions. Jason, once again, just going out and just harassing as much as he can before he just goes and devours his next buff. And this time it's going to be the purple buff. And it looks like Unique are gathering ready to try and jump onto this Turtle, but they know that RSG is waiting for them, so they aren't pulling the trigger just yet.
I mean, for Jason, he can use that spirit to, harass, get information where the enemy is.
Yes.
There's a lot of utility on that spirit, and a lot of people are looking at it and just say that, oh, it has high damage. But as long as you can get info, that is good in itself.
Yeah, and plus, again, the movement speed is great. This is just way too many benefits. But what does Unique DeVu do here?
Right now, for Unique DeVu, they should just play their own game right now. Do not look at the things that you cannot answer, but Sync.
He's going in pretty hard. He chunks him out. Oh, Lil finding a pick onto Sana here. Gets ejected under the turret, but they're able to flicker out of there. Jason going in hard. Can he find that first blood? Yes, he does. Onto Defender. He goes down. And ooh, boy, looks like the chase was ready in RSG. Fast on that rotation.
The variety of picks that are happening right now for RSG is real, and LOI4 is still on the top lane, sitting pretty there. He's not needed at this moment, and he can just get the items, get the gold, get the XP, and just fight when he can.
Yeah, they are just playing this really well. Oh, wait, Divine Judgment actually being used, but Jason getting... I mean, it's not really going to matter here, but on top side, LY4 actually getting picked off there, and unfortunately, we just missed that. Oh, no, Defender. He walks into an absolute fiesta here. He shouldn't be there, and he immediately regrets leaping into his own death.
The trade on the other side of the map, and you know that RSG won't take a trade down for an answer. They will just go in. They will try to make things equal. And right now, onto the bottom lane, the difference is there is a Jawhead defending on that lane. So no energy turrets are gonna go to that Benedetta.
Yeah, absolutely. And now LY4 dropping down that Salmon Force to try and make something happen here. KCP doesn't actually land the stun. However, Loyi... Oh, wait, sorry, that's not even Loyi. It's Jason who comes in pretty hard. Can he actually find that execution onto one shot? Yes, he does. But Sawo, trying to look for his physical form, doesn't exactly get any profits whatsoever when you have someone like KZP just monitoring that section of the map.
You know what? In terms of fighting Jason, if he doesn't get accounted for, then most likely he's gonna be the one who's gonna do the cleanup. But you know what? He's dealing a lot of damage as well, and it's up to Lil to decide if. Should I use the ejector on him? Should I use the unstoppable force on him just to stop him from just harassing my allies?
Yeah,
That's the dilemma.
it's a problem because like in that spirit form, even if you do kill it, he just midway just before he dies, says, okay, I just go back to my body. No big deal. It's like I'm at no loss.
Did I use any resource? No. Did you lose resources? Yes.
Yeah, barely any. It's so frustrating. And now Lil once again in that same exact dilemma position, Sing going in pretty hard with that final blow, but Sana gets picked off finally as Lover and Zawo with the Divine Judgment manages to connect.
Right now, Unique DeVu, that is a win for them. They can take this turtle quite easily. And let's see if Jason has an answer to this. And it's like RSG knows that they lack one member, so they're just gonna, give it to them. Doesn't matter right now.
Yeah, as of right now, it doesn't matter. They don't have their big ticket items. And, Jason still getting some good damage onto their Roger here, onto one shot. But the gold is absolutely... Actually, Unique is up in gold because of that turret as well as the turtle play.
Mm-hmm. But there is actually a lane swap, by the way.
Oh.
Harris went to the bottom lane, but there is a fight happening right here. KPZ getting caught out, but there is an Imperial Justice onto the side of RSG. But Defender here trying to fight everyone, trying to defend everyone. Get the pun. That is going to be sort of a win for Unique DeVu. Actually, that's a win for Unique DeVu.
No, that's a huge win. Oh, wait, no, they might get a little bit more here. LY4 manages to use the Purify in time, preemptively using it so that he doesn't get ejected backwards. Some really nice timing coming in from LY4, but Unique still, they could go for the dive one more time, this time with the Unstoppable Force, and LY4 doesn't have any battle spells to get himself out of there, but Sana is there to turn the tides as he was able to just chunk him out from under the tower. Jason, once again, going to be pressuring that Wan.
The nukes, the bursts, ladies and gentlemen, coming out from that Harith and Louis combination.
Yes.
Right now, KPZ, he really, KZP, not KPZ, KZP really has to look out for those engages. Sometimes when you go in as a, let's say, as a Sylvana, you really need to look out for the backup. Because you're not as tanky as the other, tanks, the innate tanks.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, until you get some item, but unfortunately we didn't get to see this on camera. Here, off camera, Sink actually dropping himself there, but it looks like Defender's in a little bit of a scuffle right now. What is happening with Defender down onto the bottom side? It looks like he's gonna get punished once again here with a combination of LY4 as well as KZP, the Imperial Justice, as well as the Salmon Force has been used, and oh man, Defender is not having a fun game.
You know what? It actually makes sense right now, but I thought this makes sense as well. KZP goes down. But going back to what I was saying, like, Hanzo is somewhat of a strong, independent ninja. He can clear waves on his own. He doesn't get into danger as much because you don't really have to go in or dive in for those monsters, for the jungle monsters. So that means KZP and Sana could focus on the other lanes.
Yeah, that does allow him to focus on the other lanes, and oh yeah, no, that you're absolutely right. He is an independent hero who can hold his own as well as the lanes. Oh boy, LY4 going to be jumped and pounced on. So much damage, but luckily was able to get some backup here. Oh boy, the Autobots really rolled out this time as they're going to be fighting right under the sun. The Imperial Justice actually landing on the Defender. He goes down, and unfortunately, that's also going to be Sawo locked in place. One shot is under fire here. Jason trying to make it work, but unfortunately he's in spirit form. He loses absolutely nothing, and he's crystal clear.
You know what? The Avengers assembled. They were there. They were the get backers, and they got back the ones who took LY4 out of his lane. He didn't necessarily go down, but still, that was a great move coming out from RSG, utilizing the diversion from Louis and making the most out of that converge that Unique Juice Wolf did.
Oh, KCB finding another pickup with the Imperial Justice and taking him out instantaneously. KZP just opening up Unique DeVu like a can of beans.
Sunset Lover, though, still getting items, and that Divine Judgment is a game changer, ladies and gentlemen. Sunset Lover gets stunned. That was a waste, but right now Sunset Lover has actually has a way to fight against the Hanzo, but Sink getting caught out. And you know what? Right now, I think RSG is, overstaying their welcome
Yeah.
and trying to, invade as much as possible. It's not really working for them right now.
It really isn't, and at least for Sunset Lover, he's having a much easier time kiting around Jason. And I think, that's just what's keeping him alive for a large majority here. But RSG, I mean, they are trading kills back and forth, even though when they make a good play and get ahead, they somehow just shoot themselves in the foot and fall backwards with the help of Sawo seeing the opportunity.
Right now, Jason going for that split, and look at the damage on the turret. They cannot do anything about it, and he always has this one rocket that follows him around. Just because of that Johet. It doesn't matter, but KZP here, missing the Imperial Justice. KZP, very tanky here, but will it matter though, as he will go down? Oh no, he doesn't! He actually takes down Sunset Lover with the help of that Louis, and Lil trying to get away. The flicker is there. Sawo. Damage is not enough.
Damage definitely wasn't enough. Oh my goodness. I didn't expect Sana to do that much damage to Sunset Lover. He lost like half of his life in a single combo, and he wasn't even done yet.
I mean, if you could see the Louis where the projectiles are going to come from, it's easy to dodge. But when the Louis, positions himself properly, that's the time where you should actually get, a bit cautious about it, because the burst down is going to come. A lot of the skills are going to come out of that Louis, and you are gonna feel it.
Oh boy! I mean, what does Unique have to do at this point in time? Because they are just losing. They've lost a number of turrets at this point. Lord is starting to come up. What options do they have to actually crack open RSG to get ahead in this game?
I think they should try to find Jason now.
Oh, I mean,
they have the capability to find Jason. They even have like a Roger with items right now, so they can just do that and make them look out after Jason.
Oh, wait. Oh. Speaking of which, exactly what you just said. One Shot tries to go for it. He tries to live by his name, but unfortunately, he gets a little too far. With the help of the rest of the RSG members, they lock him down.
I guess it could be, a miscommunication. He went in without his allies. His ally should have been near, or someone should have engaged on the side of Unique DeVu. So, yeah, I think Unique DeVu here, they should really look out for those risky plays.
Oh, Defender, he's just holding on for as much as possible, and he can't seem to get it through even with the multiple sides. It's not over yet. Lil trying his very best, even with the unstoppable force, is not going to be enough to stop him, 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 stop him,
DeVu wasn't in the best position for that fight. They were, RSG was chasing for them, and when the time came that they had a chance to go for the initiate, they just went for it. And you know what? Sunset Lover got harassed there a lot by Jason, but it was actually Sync who went straight for the electrifying blow. But right now, Roger is down. They don't have the retribution. This is an easy Lord take for for the side of RSG.
Yeah.
Is this where it ends?
Yeah, I think this is just really, really nicely done by RSG. They pulled away. Jason already had used it. Jason didn't have his retribution up on cooldown yet, so his only option was to push away the person who did, which was one shot from that top side. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to try and split them apart, but RSG, with just the sheer number of people that they have, can easily do that against 3 members of Unique.
And what can you do right now? Jason going in, trying to do as much damage as possible. And look at here, getting scratched.
Yeah, I mean, he loses a big spell. That's a divine justice. A divine judgment there. As the rest of the team is looking to start pushing them out, they lose an inhibitor turret, but Benedetta, as well as the rest of the members of RSG, are going to be pushing from the top and bottom side at the same time. A 1v1 happening on bot side, but Lil is actually able to take the damage coming in from Sana this time around.
Oh, Sink is taking over the base here of DeVu.
Woo! He
goes in.
Fire.
He was playing with fire, and I think Sink really likes to do that. He went straight for the finishing blow on the 1-1 earlier.
LY4 popping down the Salmon Force, and this is just going to be a prolonged fight. Nobody really netting too much, but 2 inhibitors have gone down. Lil tries to go for another ejector. It just does not work. Sana has just as quick fingers as LY4 and uses preemptively the Purify.
Because, you know what? Jawhead is, somewhat predictable.
Yeah.
Knowing that he has his ejector on, you would know that he would use that.
I think Lil just has to, get used to not just playing so linearly, because he's realizing the members are very aware of when he does it. So he's got to be able to just kind of fake it out, because Purify is a very short spell. You immediately clean all of the crowd control that you have currently, and it protects you for the next 1.3 seconds.
Yeah.
That's a very short amount.
Mix it up a bit. If you see the Purify, probably go for the Unstoppable Force first. But right now, KPZ goes for the Imperial Justice. Let's see what's going to happen here as Sink is moving left and right. Jason trying to go for Sunset Lover. Sunset Lover, ladies and gentlemen, will get out of the way, but all the turrets, inner turrets for the side of Unique DeVu is gone.
Yeah, and this just means that Super Minions will start crashing through. RSG has completed their objectives and now recall to go home. And this is going to be a closeout angle for RSG 17 minutes into the game. I mean, Unique has done a very good job here, but I don't see a way out.
I mean, right now for Unique DeVu, they should just hold out and wait for RSG to make a mistake. I think them winning this involves RSG making a big mistake.
Yeah, I would definitely agree, and I think their win cons, we got to think about their win cons as well, because right now they're just wasting a lot of their ultimate abilities onto Jason when they really should be looking for They should be looking for LY4. They should be using the ejector onto Jason and looking for a potential stun on other members of RSG.
Now, Sunset Lover has all the items in the world, but you know what? Jason just goes for Sunset Lover. He dives in for Sunset Lover. And Sunset Lover, even if you have all the items in the world, if you have a scary ninja that hits hard in front of you, you will just run away as well.
Yeah, I mean, no matter how much kiting he has just to, make sure he maintains that distance. Defender getting hit once again. He is stunned now, but he's able to buy a little bit of time with that vengeance. Jason going into the back line. Sunset Lover getting the snare onto him. Sink goes pretty far to the back line, but can't really do too much. Lil still alive and still has his immortality. Both teams expanding resources, but no net worth has been claimed.
Sink right now is just unkillable. Like the way he moves, the way that he sustains off of his enemies, and I do think that, let's say that Benedetta really takes advantage of these kinds of strategies where everyone is in your face. Like, you get a lot of HP just by using one skill.
Oh, you get quite a bit. Oh, wait, hold on. Jason has already been, his Spirit Point has been taken out, but that backline is going to be in trouble. Sawo, he goes down, comes back up, flickers over the wall, but the backline, it's not breaking. KZP is holding it. Defender can't break through. He's trying his absolute best. They find Sink. That's going to be one, but they've already lost Sawo in the process. KZP now is going to be the next to fall, but Jason, he's running for Sunset Lover. He can't get Sunset Lover again. LY4 continues to push on with his Salmon Force, but it isn't going to be enough. Diversion. Does he take it? Sana takes it. Lil Are they going to bother breaking it? Oh, no, he does miss that last ability, the last shot, but now they're going to go for an end angle here, trying to break it once more, and there goes the crystal. GG, well played, going over to RSG.
And Jason, the whole game was unaccounted for.
Oh, yeah.
They were using a lot of the resources that was supposed to go to probably the Harriet, probably the Benedetta, but they were forced to. Why? Because it's a threat in its own.
It's something that I think you just have to believe in Sunset Lover to be able to kite that out single-handedly. Because again, it isn't too difficult to do it, but with the amount of pressure